Did you pick the wrong resort? Or did you pick the wrong country? Or did you have someone on a social media platform pick or decide your resort for you? Now, in this video, I want to go over the top 10 reasons why people get disappointed in their vacation resort choices based in southern destinations. I'm also going to go over some of my top criteria that I use when I'm searching for a new resort to go to. Starting off in number 1 is going to be cleanliness issues. Complaints about dirty rooms, poorly maintained common areas, unclean pools, and unpleasant smells. Number 2, poor food quality, disappointment with taste, variety, and freshness. Food safety concerns such as uncooked meals or uncooked fish. Number 3 is going to be rundown or outdated facilities like your room, the gym, pool areas, common areas, or just not matching up with the advertising images that you see on the internet. Number 4, bad customer service. Rude or unhappy staff can have a huge impact on your holiday experience. Also waiting in long lines, no service at all, or even a lack of employees. These are just massive things can actually just play on your mind and bring you down when you're on a holiday. Number 5, misleading advertising. Expectations not matching reality. We've all seen images on social media that don't match the reality. You get all these glam shots, and then when you show up to your room, it's not like that at all. The room's 20 years dated. 15 years ago they looked amazing, and now they're dated and they don't match the expectation. Number 6, noisy environments. Background music all over the place, people playing their music, going to your room, loud neighbors, entertainment that goes on for hours outside your room in the after hours. These all play a massive role in determining the outcome of your vacation. Number 7, inadequate air conditioning. Your air conditioning system doesn't work. It doesn't move the air. It may be too humid in your room, or it's just too loud and too noisy. Number 8, an uncomfortable bed or poor room conditions. There's nothing worse than a lumpy bed, bad sheets, no water, low water pressure, no hot water. That could lead to a disaster on your upcoming vacation. Number 9, a lack of activities. Just nothing going on at the resort that you went to or that you're planning on going to. And then number 10, safety and security concerns. Your door lock doesn't lock properly. The patio door doesn't lock properly. The safe doesn't work. Poorly dim walkways at night. These are all major issues that people face when they're going to a resort, and that might discourage them from going back or write a poor review. So with all that being said, how do you choose a resort that might meet your expectations? So here are some of my suggestions, starting off with number 1. Define your priorities. Determine what's important to you on your upcoming vacation. Is it relaxation? Is it adventure? Is it family activities? Or is it luxury? Knowing your priorities will help you filter out the resorts that don't align with your expectations. Number 1 rule right there that I live by. Number 2, research your location. Understand the region, the country that the resort is located in, and proximity from the airport. Towns, nearby attractions. Is it secluded or is it touristy? Number 3, look for reviews. Let's look for the last 6 to 12 months on YouTube, on the social media platforms. And if you are going there, try to get some understanding on what the resort's conditions are like and focus on common themes, not like outliers. Try to go and find out what people are saying and find the commonality in what they're saying, good or bad. Is there lots of eggs? Eggs, eggs, eggs. Lumpy bed, lumpy bed, lumpy bed. Beautiful beach, good coffee, good coffee. You know, look for the commonalities there, what people are consistently saying, good or bad, and try to determine if that's right for you. Number 4, go to the resort page. Examine the resort's amenities and services and see if that fits your needs. When I go to that, I'm looking to see, is it an all-inclusive? Do they have spa services? Is there water sports? Is there any additional cost? Do they have childcare? These are all things that you can go to and just kind of do your own research very quickly on the hotel page itself. Number 5, the size of the resort. Check to see how big or small this resort is and if it meets your needs. Do you have ailments? Do you have mobility issues? If so, does this place have an elevator? Is it flat? Is it close to the beach? Is it close to the pool? Whatever needs you need to check out the resort to make sure that your basic needs can be met. I think the last two topics I'm going to talk about are the emotion and the money. Now, when it comes to emotion, what I mean by that is, are you newlywed? Big anniversary coming up, a death. Is there someone in your family that has a critical illness? Do you just need to get away from it all? Recently divorced or separated from your spouse? Sometimes your spontaneity takes over, and what you do is you press enter first and then you backpedal and you go looking for validation. So when it comes to an emotional purchase, sometimes it's not the best thing to do. So like I always tell people, why don't you just do your research first and then you press your enter, and then don't worry about validating. Be good with what you have purchased and go with it. We all make mistakes in life. Just because you show up at a resort and it's the wrong decision for you, but you thought you did the best that you could, it doesn't matter. Just go with it and have a good time. That's not changing. That's not changing. The watercolor's not changing. This just needs to change. And last but not least, it's going to be value for money. What will this take to get this? How much more of this is it going to take to get better service, to get a better pool, to get closer to an airport? How much of this is it going to take to have a luxury experience? That is going to be up to you. It's easy to start off thinking that you want the most, but you don't want to give up this. You have to live in the world of give and take, and sometimes that's hard, especially when it's just not about you. You're bringing your spouse and then you start to bring your kids. Things add up, especially when you get into high season. High season can be very expensive, and when you're in high season, you want to make sure you're getting value for money. Sometimes I find just because you're paying more in the high season doesn't mean you're getting more. Your room's not going to change, the proximity to the airport's not going to change, accessibility for people with ailments is not changing just because you're paying more and you're going to the same resort. You're just going at a different time. You're going in high season versus mid or low season. So remember that. Personally, what I've done over the years, and this is true, especially during COVID or before COVID or right after COVID, when my wife and I were planning to take our kids to Cuba or wherever we were going, my wife and I sometimes would fly down for a long weekend, say 3 or 4 months before, and we would check out the resort that we were thinking of coming to at a fraction of the price in low season. And then we looked at each other and thought, okay, yeah, this would be awesome for us for Christmas, because Christmas is going to be such more of an expense. If we didn't like it in low season, we're definitely not going to like it in higher season, if that makes any sense to you. And it was a good excuse to get away for a 3 or 4 day weekend. And that's when things were a little bit cheaper. Relatively speaking, things in Cuba still are. You can still get great value for money. You just need to know when to go and where to go. Not all resorts are equal. Just because you're paying less or you're paying more sometimes doesn't mean the value is going to go up and down. Right now, food quality, I'm in low season right now, and I'm starting to notice, yeah, food quality is starting to go down, but I predicted that, and that's why I paid what I paid. Remember that when you're getting the really great deal in the internet for a resort, sometimes you're giving something up, and it's typically gonna be alcohol quality or food quality. I've probably missed a few things because we're all different in life and we all travel for different wants and needs, and I get it. I'm in my 50s, you could be watching, you're in your 80s, you have different needs, or you could be in your 20s and you have different needs. You know, you want to party, you want better food, you want better accommodation, you want less food, you want less accommodation, you want more value for money. It's all different. We're all different in life. So when you have to go make that decision, you have to make the best decision that you can. And at the end of the day, if you make the mistake and it wasn't right for you, hey, chalk it up as wisdom and experience, because we've all done it, or if you're younger, you will do it. Trust me on that. Anyway, tide's just starting to go out, and I'm gonna go get suited up. I'm gonna grab a cerveza and I'm gonna hit the beach. Absolutely beautiful here for mid-September. If you're looking for value for money, I love September, I love October. Look at the weather. It's perfect down here. It's about 85 degrees. The resorts are quiet and you get great value for money. Hey, if you like my channel, like I always say, do me a favor, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment, give me a thumbs up. Hey, maybe tell me where I should go to next. And guess what? I'll see you in the next video.